So hi, we continue with the next one, which is impacts of IT on serial services. Okay, it will increase control over receipt of issues. This allow faster user access to the materials and facilitate claiming activities. Definitely. Okay, serials mean collectible series. Okay, which is for example magazine. Okay, and then journals. Okay, so every collection. Okay, every time the collection receive the issue, so can just have directly control over it. Okay, and then production and maintenance of routing list. Okay, this is the way we can maintain when using the IT compared to before. They just sending the hard copy one, so it's quite difficult for us to manage actually, and also to preserve that kind of collection. So it can be a problems when there is a missing issues. Okay, for instance, there is a magazine, okay, that produce four times in a once a week, for example, so they should have a four issues in a month. It can be a problem if there is one of this issue is missing. Okay, so it's not having a complete records for that week, for that month, sorry. Okay, so it's quite tough for the serials departments to maintain and control over it. And then production of serial holding list. Okay, you can just have a list of the title itself, and then management report about the usage of each serial title. This is a very good one because we want to know which one is giving or not giving, is about is it that magazine or that serials materials really suit with the user's needs. So we can just look at on the usage of the serials title itself. Okay, if there is no, let's say they just have what we call, they just brought a new title of the serial, for example, but there is no user that download and also read that kind of serial. So they can just give a time, let's say for instance for a year, to make a decision either they want to continue subscription of that serials or not. All right, this is how we make a report. Okay, and then impacts of IT on cataloging services is also can lower the cost for substituting para professional of for the librarian. Right, there are two stages actually in cataloging. The first one, the number one stage is the acquisition department sends the materials to the cataloging department, and then the para professional itself can just start to search for the mark records. Okay, start to search for the catalog from other libraries and do minimum cataloging details in the system. After that, that materials can be passed to the cataloger, all right, which is a librarian, professional librarian, so that they can just come up with the call number and so on. So with the use of IT nowadays, okay, they can just eliminate certain amount of the para professional over there, because everything is just at their fingertips compared to before they have to browse through and so on. So it's quite tough to a library to have a small amount of the para professional. Okay, and then more use of copy cataloging, which helps to lower costs, so you can just copy and paste from the other libraries. Elimination of card catalog and their attendant filling and maintenance costs. Okay, definitely it's much easier for us compared to the catalog, the card catalogs. Okay, and change in the workflow does increase the productivities, definitely. And then impact of IT on circulation services. There is no staff increases required. Okay, so because everything is much easier, no need to have a queue at the counter because user can just directly brought the books. Okay, just kata apa, pinjam buku tersebut lah. Okay, directly by using the self-check machine and so on. And then generating timely overdue notice means faster return of overdue items, because you can just directly notify to the email account of the user itself. Okay, fine revenue go up. Computer automatically tracks for checkout, renewal and return dates to verify fine. So it's easier for the part of the workers at the circulation services, because they can just find the amount of fine directly from the system. No need to have a calculator inside. Then they just have to calculate one, let's say 1 day late they can fine for 20 cents. Okay, so it's much easier for the workers. And they reduce item loss through circulation system. Okay, we can just track the movement of the material itself, so we know okay, either it's lost due to the what kind of sources, either it lost from the user part or it lost from the library part. So if it's inside of the library, so we can just directly make an effort to find out okay where the material is been. Okay. And then some library install self-check-in and self-checkout machine to provide additional service point at the circulation desk. So there is no need to queue up at the library, okay, at the counter, because everything can be done directly by the user. And then impact of IT on reference services. Okay, so reference to online catalog rather than physical card catalog, much easier. Okay, availability of CD-ROM workstation. Okay, and then reference services will include helping user to cope with the technology. Okay, we should ask them to find the information directly by using the electronic one, okay, compared to they just browse through one by one. Okay, as internet use increase, use of reference services in the library decrease. Okay, so patrons may find answer by themselves from the internet. Okay, that is the impact of IT. Alright, the meaning here is use of reference services in the library decrease in terms of having a physical connection or physical interaction, but they can always connect with the library through the online. So there is no weird situation if the library itself don't have any physical contact. Okay, so because everything can be done directly through online and also from the internet itself. And then impact of IT on other services, for example, OPEX services, there is no filing cards, reduce cost to provide a library catalog, improve searching to the collection by providing keywords index with Boolean limiting capabilities, and also immediate access to location and status information. While for online database services, it is a rich diversity of database exists, which is text, video, audio, and so on. Compared to previous one, there is a blank, just a blank paper, and so on. Okay, and then user may seek direct access to online resources which are licensed by the library, and less subscription to a database via CD-ROM. Okay. For document delivery services, a variety of document format can be supported through Word, through PDF. It decrease the cost for delivering if using network. Okay? So also can increase speeds and variety option for delivery, emails, fax, download via the internet, Dropbox, Google Drive, and so on. Compared to before this, it took about 3 weeks actually, the process of document delivery itself. First week is for request, second week is for delivery, third week is for return. So 3 weeks is quite a lot of amount, okay, of time allocated over there. So when you do on online, so everything can be just not even 50 minutes. Okay, interlibrary loan services also can ease the cost calculation activities, cost of calculation activities, better communication with the third party, and also is to identify a lending library and confirm the loan of book. Same goes to the document delivery parts lah. Okay. And then electronic journal services, you can have elimination of some print journals, okay? And then reduce staffing to cater circulation, reservation, and document delivery for the print journals. Okay, so increase staff for system maintenance and management of the e-journals. All right. So end of the section 2. We move on to the section 3, which is management. So impact of IT on library or archive management are: the first one is use of software to access and monitor overall library activities. Alright, and then have better coordination of communication among the various decision, because it's an interconnection between one to another. And then creation of policy pertaining to the IT principles lead to the better decision making, because we can just having a general one. We can just look at on the process itself, so we know how to make a decision over there. And then facilitate the institution promotion and better organization of staff scheduling and training, so we know who should be work on what time. Okay, so there is no issue of this staff A less of time compared to the staff we know. Okay, For the museum management, there are the first one is enhanced management of the museum facilities. Okay, before this there is no 3D and so on, but nowadays we do have up to 45 days. Okay, of the museum collection. You cannot look at on the Malaysia perspective because not every museum having it. So you can just explore for around the world. Okay, museum around the world, okay, that provide the advancement of the technology itself. Okay, and then provide well organized event planning, scheduling and event registration. Okay, availability of online ticketing. All right, so just can just directly brought the ticket from the online. Okay, facilitate museum marketing through website and online social network. Okay, it's much interactive compared to before. Okay, you can just put it video. All right, you can just have what we call kata apa dia turun padang, and then make a video, make a live, okay, compared to before tak ada. Alright, and then support donor relation and fundraising definitely lah. So library and other information agencies can hardly function today without computer and information technology. This one you cannot deny. Okay? To have the competitive advantage and to fulfill the user demands, information agency need to adopt the IT development and prepare to uphold the challenges. This is the things, okay, that should be think about, right, by the information agencies itself and also in the user perspective itself. Okay, because we want try to have a very positive impact actually, but it's normal, okay, if they can just find out what kind of negative side, okay, by inventing the technology inside the library. Okay, I can just still remember that 10 years ago story, okay, because they reluctant to use the Facebook for promoting the library itself, but nowadays you can see most of the library start using this kind of the social media to interact with the user, to have the connection, to have the networking over there, because everybody start using it, okay, for the purpose of having the connection and also having the ideas to be shared. All right, and plus now with the COVID-19 COVID-19 perspective, okay, we can just have uh, uh, the interaction. Okay, we should have the social distance, so the use of social media, the use of technology can be very high performance. Okay, can give a very good what we call as a connection, okay, for us and also to others. Okay, you can just have a connection directly from the online perspective itself. All right, so end of the session. If you have any question, you can just ask. So later on I will give a question to the our online groups, okay, which is WhatsApp groups, so we can just have a discussion over there. Thank you guys, so see you later. Bye.